silently conveying strength and shared burden. Nina fiddles nervously with a small gear, then reveals she has been quietly preserving the family's legacy in her own way. Her role as keeper of the overlooked truths earns her cautious respect from those previously doubtful. The community begins to see her curiosity not as trouble, but as a bridge toward healing. Later, Mara visits the shaded grave of the watchmaker, the man who once taught her to value time's intricate layers. She places the broken pocket watch gently on the weathered stone, a tribute to the past and those who guide from beyond. The watchmaker's grave seems to hold the silent wisdom of countless hours and secrets shared. As twilight turns into night, the old clock tower in the heart of the town chimes, its sound clear and true. Miraculously, all the clocks in town align with its rhythm, their hands moving in synchronized harmony. This resonance breathes new life into the community, symbolizing unity restored after long discord. Walking through familiar streets, Mara senses a subtle transformation around her. The air carries a quiet promise, as neighbors exchange tentative smiles and old rifts begin fading like shadows at dawn. Her heart swells with hope, recognizing the first threads of rebuilding woven through everyday moments. In a moment of shared silence, Mara and Elias stand side by side beneath the glow of the clock tower. They acknowledge the scars etched by the past, but also the new beginning forged from honest surrender. Their connection deepens, a testament to enduring resilience amid change. Back in the dusty workshop, Nina carefully begins mending aged clocks, her nimble fingers coaxing life back into broken mechanisms. Her curiosity has shifted from restless questions to a healing craft, bridging the community's fractured timeline. Each ticking clock she restores is a quiet melody of renewal and hope. The story closes on the restored pocket watch, its delicate hands moving steadily and softly marking time. Its gentle ticking echoes the endless cycles of life, memories, and truths that layer one upon another. In this sound lies the subtle promise of forgiveness, continuity, and new stories yet to unfold. Nobody ever suspected the office plants were about to stage a rebellion, least of all Tim from accounting. It all began on a Monday, when the ficus by the water cooler was found toppled over with a note stuck to its leaves. "We want sunlight." Tim rubbed his eyes. A fierce storm drove Mira's small boat toward the jagged coast of an island that wasn't on any map. She clung to her oars as waves crashed, finally collapsing on the rocky shore, breathless but alive. The island was silent, except for the whisper of the wind weaving through twisted trees. Mira stood, brushing seaweed from her hair, spotting a dim light flickering through the dense forest. Curious, she ventured toward the glow, her footsteps crunching over dry leaves. Suddenly, a low growl echoed. A shadow slipped between the trees, eyes gleaming. Heart pounding, Mira remembered the stories her grandfather told. This was the lair of the island's guardian beast. But the light called her onward. promising answers tied to the legends she'd chased all her life. Deeper in the woods, she found a clearing where the light came from an old, intricately carved lantern hanging from a stone pillar. Beneath it, an ancient map etched into the rock, showing a hidden cavern beneath the island. The growl returned, closer this time, but as Mira reached for the lantern, a large wolf stepped into view, calm and watchful. She lowered her hand, meeting the wolf's eyes. Instead of fear, she saw a knowing spark, a silent invitation. Together, they made their way to the cavern entrance, the wolf leading confidently as if this place belonged to it alone. Inside, tetrahedrons of light from crystals guided their path through twisting tunnels. At the chamber's heart, Mira uncovered a cavern of shimmering stones, their energy humming beneath her fingertips. The map revealed the stones held power to calm storms, why her boat had survived, why she had been drawn here. As she touched a crystal, the wolf nuzzled her hand, as if approving the island's secret keeper was found. Mira lit the ancient lantern again, promising the wolf she'd protect the island's secrets and respect its fierce guardian. The storm cleared, sunlight breaking through the canopy. The wolf vanished into the shadows, the island now peaceful. Rowing home, Mira smiled, knowing some adventures are not just about discovery, but guardianship too. Lena had never believed the old stories about the forest beyond her village, until the day she found the ancient map tucked inside an old book at the market. The map wasn't just any map. It shimmered faintly, as if alive, guiding her eyes to a hidden... Maria hurried out the door, her hands full of groceries, and her mind on the clock ticking down to the town's annual garden contest. As she reached her front gate, she fumbled in her pocket. No keys. Not now, she muttered, patting every pocket again, but it was no use. Just then old Mrs. Fleming from next door appeared, her eyes twinkling behind her glasses. "Locked out, dear. Happens to the best of us," she said kindly, pulling a small, ornate key from her knitting basket. Curious, Maria accepted the key and tried it on her gate. The lock clicked open effortlessly. "I found this in the garden shed last summer," Mrs. Fleming explained. I was saving it for you." Relieved and intrigued, Maria stepped inside. The garden looked untouched but vibrant in the warm afternoon light. She noticed something new: a patch of wildflowers she hadn't planted, blooming in wild, joyful colors. "Looks like someone else has been tending to your garden while you were occupied, Mrs. Fleming said with a smile.